Life has a funny way of repeating itself, not to punish us, but to wake us up. The same arguments, the same heartbreak, the same fears, they're not coincidences. They're invitations to notice the pattern beneath the pain. Welcome to the Fierce Tart Podcast, where I explore the transformative power of healing and finding creativity so you can step into your unknown journey. Lindsay here, and this month's theme is recognizing limiting beliefs, trauma, and patterns. We are continually being shown what's still unhealed, not through random moments, but through repetition. The same emotions, the same situations, the same types of people. They come back around, and believe it or not, it's for your highest good. If we're willing to look deeper, every pattern and every trigger carries a message. Here's where your soul is asking for love and awareness. So let's talk about 5 ways you can begin recognizing these repeating behaviors and triggers in your own life. Number 1, notice emotional deja vu. Start by paying attention to the moments that feel too familiar. Maybe it's the same argument that never really ends, or you have the same emotional reaction that flares up no matter who's involved. When something feels like deja vu, it's usually your inner child repeating an old story, hoping for a different ending. Ask yourself, where have I felt this before? That question alone can open the door to awareness. Where have I felt this before? Let me go back to that place. Connect the dots. Find the patterns so you can break it. All right, number 2, track your reactions, not just events. We tend to focus on what's happening, who said what went wrong, but the real insight comes from how our body responds. So notice when your heart races, your stomach knots, or your chest tightens. Those are your body's reminders of times you didn't feel safe or seen. So ask yourself, is my reaction bigger than the moment? If it is, you've just met a trigger. Number 3, look for the common denominator. When you keep facing the same kind of challenge, whether it's in love, work, or friendship, pause and look for the connecting thread. The common denominator isn't about blame, it's about power. When you recognize your own patterns, you reclaim the ability to change them. I continue to bring up being player 1. This is your game. You're playing it. If your life is absolutely amazing, it's your fault. If your life absolutely sucks, it's your fault. I've lived on that for a while, and that's definitely helped me to connect my life. And if there was ever a time I wasn't where I wanted to be, then I said, okay, well, it's because I did something, because I repeated a pattern that wasn't good. I didn't do something that was aligned. So I need to go back and change them. So ask yourself, what pattern do all of these experiences have in common? Number 4, listen to your self-talk loops. And this is a big one. This is a big one that I think a lot of people don't even recognize how much they do this with negative self-talk. Our repeating behaviors often hide inside our repeating thoughts. That inner voice that says, I always mess up. No one ever chooses me. I can't trust anyone. Those words aren't random. They're echoes from the past, still trying to protect us from pain. Talk about the avoidant attachment style that's trying to, run away from intimacy because they're trying to avoid pain. That feels bad. I don't want to get close. Something in my past is telling me that it's not safe to get close. So I need to protect myself and then do, this, which is exit. So ask yourself, story am I telling myself right now? Once you hear the story, you can begin to rewrite it. Awareness is the biggest key. And last month, it was just mostly focused on being aware of it, being aware of what's actually there. Now, it's not a coincidence. Okay, those are my patterns. It's there for a reason. So now what do I do about it? How can I heal and how can I live my best life? This month's theme, recognizing limiting beliefs, traumas, and patterns, is just all about finding them, recognizing when they pop up so that you can then start to work with them and change them. But you're not going to change anything that you don't see is there. You need to pull it up, bring it forth so you can then alchemize, change it, and then be free of it. All right, number 5, reflect on your coping mechanisms. Pay attention to what you do when you're uncomfortable. Do you shut down, over-explain, chase, or withdraw? These aren't flaws. They're survival strategies your younger self learned and developed to stay safe. The more compassion you bring to them, the easier it becomes to choose a new way forward. I continue to bring up, if you have resistance towards something, if you don't want to be like something, if you don't want to have that trauma, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to realize that I felt like that in childhood. My parent caused me to feel like that. If you run away from it, you're in it. You're in it. You're just running to a boomerang. So have compassion for yourself and know everybody's going through this. These are just things that you learned due to how you were raised, due to how they were raised. And it's just whatever. It's not a blame game. It's just, this is how it is. Just facts. Let's just take care of it. But do you shut down? If conflict comes up, do you just completely shut down and just, oh, I'm not dealing with this? Do you over-explain? I have a tendency to over-explain, but I run on the anxious side. So if you saw with the original, I do edit a lot. But yeah, I tend to over-explain. Chase, I have done that. I've definitely done that. It goes with the over-explaining. Withdraw, done that. Shut down. I've literally done all these from different things. Different things cause me to do each one of these. But if we start to understand why that happens, then we're not falling prey to it or being a victim of when we react to our programming, because that's all it is. We can't put our programming on other people. So we have to become aware of it so that we can self-soothe and be okay, and then therefore can all coexist together. So ask yourself, what am I trying to protect myself from right now? What am I trying to protect myself from feeling or experiencing or whatever? You're avoiding something. What am I trying to protect myself from right now? The key to all this is awareness. Okay, look, I know it sounds like a lot, but you don't need to fix everything overnight. You just need to see it clearly, because the moment you recognize it, again, the moment you recognize a pattern, you're no longer inside of it. You're observing it. And that awareness is the first spark of real transformation. So take a moment today and notice what keeps repeating in your life. And instead of judging it, get curious. That's where the healing begins, like getting curious, digging in. You can then go back and start to hack these things out, getting curious. So on the next episode, I'll be discussing limiting subconscious beliefs and how they hold us back. Limiting beliefs, they for sure hold us back. And again, more things that we need to hack out. We need to hack out the unessentials. And negative thoughts are definitely not essential. But hey, you know what? Thank you for staying. I want to provide a gift to you, and that is to do a little guided meditation, guided reflection, and there's going to be some wonderful music playing in the background here. And this is to meet your patterns with awareness. I'm going to stretch out here, but meeting your patterns with awareness. When we become aware of it, we can heal it. So as long as you're not driving, as long as you're able to close your eyes, get in a relaxed meditative state, and you're going to take a deep breath in and exhale slowly, ideally through your nose. And you can do it out through your mouth or out through your nose. So go ahead and do that again. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Feel your body soften into this moment. As you breathe, bring a mind to a situation that's been repeating in your life. Maybe a feeling, a reaction, or a dynamic that keeps showing up. All right, once you have that pulled up, it might be hard for you to pull up as I had to clear my throat, but don't judge it. Just notice it. Ask yourself gently, where have I felt this before? Let whatever memory or sensation that arises come forward, not to analyze, but to witness. Now ask, what might this pattern be trying to teach me? Maybe it's asking for boundaries. Maybe it's asking for self-love. Maybe it's simply asking to be seen. Place a hand over your heart and whisper to yourself, I see you. I hear you. You're safe with me now. Take one last deep breath in. Hold it at the top and let it go. Remember, awareness is healing. Every time you recognize a pattern with compassion, you loosen its hold. You are rewriting the story, one breath, one choice, one moment at a time. Now's your time. Now's your time, and you're starting by choosing you today. So take a minute and pull yourself out of the meditative state and thank yourself for holding space for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for holding space for me so I can hold space for you. Thank you for taking a moment to breathe for yourself, which is a breath for your family and your community. So I'll see you on the next episode. Happy holidays. Love y'all. Take care.